I'm live. Holy crap. This is the first time I've been able to go live at night in 2 or 3 days. What is up with that? Is it the computer? You know, tomorrow's Friday the 4th. That new computer will be here. I'm kind of looking forward to it. But I won't be able to use it to go online to my channel because I'll have to sign in on that thing. And to sign in on that thing, my daughter's phone with the last four numbers, 7878, has to be active. And right now, her phone is turned off. Uh, I got to figure out some way to get unattached with her number and everything, and just with me personally. In other words, I need to get control back. Um, didn't get the Selma scrap today. Jennifer is sick. She's really been sick. She went to work last night, sicker than a dog. She started to come home at midnight last night, but she toughed it out. She's throwing up. And she really feels bad about about our situation. I was sitting in there today and I was talking about I sure wish I could have a meal. You know, not a can of soup or not a bowl of grits or a bowl of oatmeal, but a meal, like mashed potatoes and white gravy and country chicken fried steak. A meal. But she said to me, she said, I know you don't mean it that way, but when you say something like that, it just kills me that I can't provide that for you. So I don't. I tell you what, it's my fault that it's my fault. Got three on the porch. Give me some thumbs up, folks. Come in and talk to me. I mean, I raised her, and when I caught her skipping school in high school, I made a mistake. I said, well, if you don't want to go to school, stop taking up space that somebody else can use and get out here and get a job. And that's kind of what my daddy did when I informed him I was quitting school. And that's about what he said to me about I was going to have to get a job, I was going to have to pay for my cigarettes, and all that. He didn't try to keep me stay in high school. I was in 10th grade. And give me some thumbs up, folks. And he didn't encourage me to just stay in school. I didn't encourage Jennifer to stay in school. I was just copying what my dad did to me. So the reason she's just making barely enough wages to get through, it's my fault. It's my fault. Uh, Back when Jennifer, my wife was pregnant with Jennifer, my sister-in-law was also pregnant with her kid, and it was thought it would be wonderful if they could both give birth on the same day. But they gave birth 2 days apart. Lisa. Well, Lisa probably makes $100 an hour now. Maybe more than that. I don't know. She's an attorney, and her and Jennifer the same age. Her and Jennifer was friends, but we raised them different. Jennifer don't make $20 an hour. She makes about $18 an hour. Now, if she gets overtime, it's $24 an hour. Sometimes I wonder, is it too late for her to go to nursing school? Could she do that? Somebody's giving me some hearts. I thank you so much. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. But people that are poor, historically, poor families raise poor families. They're in that cycle. Now, every once in a while, I want to come along and somebody will excel at something. Now, I got one brother, he got a bad start in life. He got a bad start in life. Hey, P. McKenzie, thank you so much. Did you get my, let me put my address down there. I have, I have to look, I have to look at it. It is I always thought my address was on somewhere on my page. I'm gonna have to check that. But that's my mailing address. 846 Northeast 31st Street, Ocala, Florida. 34479. I got six on the porch. Give me some thumbs up, please, and come on in and talk to me. I got a I got a package yesterday. I'll just show you one of them. It's heavy. When I first got it, I hadn't opened it. It was heavy. It was about the size of a battery charger. And I was thinking that might be a battery charger. But there's 7 different tools in here. And boy, I really need these channel locks and the needle nose pliers. I'll be out on the deck tomorrow taking some things apart. But this comes from Ted, along with another 7-pound bag of dog food for my dog. And I got in trouble yesterday morning. I didn't have any dog food, and I give me some thumbs up, folks. And I slept in the freezer and got out a pack of cheese steak. And I cut one of the steaks up into 4 parts and fried it up for my dog before she loved them. But then later on that day, that bag of dog food come to that was pretty neat. Ted's a nice guy. Uh, but here's my situation right now. My new computer be here, but I will not be able to go online to my YouTube channel because I have to sign in, and I can't sign in without Jennifer's phone working. So I'll still have to do the videos on this computer. And my wife's been, not my wife, my daughter. My daughter's been sick, so we hadn't took the scrap to the thing. And here's the situation. I got the money, but no way to spend it. Because what I need, I can't get with this card. I have to wait till Jennifer needs it for gas, and then she give me the money. But I have to get the money into the account for Amazon and I won't have my scrap money out. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow. But if I could do my hindsight, I would have went ahead and ordered that. You ordered the ordered the. Hey, I'm gonna think I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll have. Boy, I've told you I was gonna try to get my battery charger. It's $27, and if I get the scrap money's like $50 or something a month. I still don't know how I'll be able to put that money on my checking account to where I can order the battery charger. But if my hindsight tells me I should have not ordered the computer. I should have just went ahead and ordered the hate that. I should have just went ahead and ordered the battery charger. But I didn't. Hey Barbara, how you doing, dear? I'm 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 gonna send you a package probably in 3 or 4 days, probably the first of the week. But I'll have to get Jennifer to get me postage. You got a new laptop? I do not like laptops. Do not like laptops. I've had a couple, but that's for man. I don't have. I can't. This card. I got $75 on it, but the stuff I need, this card won't pay for it. Has to be certain items, health items, grocery items, stuff like that, and gasoline to go in the car. I can also pay the light bill. I meant to tell her that. Dadgone it. And she just wouldn't pay cash in her light bill. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. But no, I don't like laptops. Give me some thumbs up, you people on the porch. Talk to me. Get on here and chat with me. But that's where I'm at. I might get $50 tomorrow. I don't know. If I got $50, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd go down there and buy me a $50 Amazon card. Then I could order that battery charger. That battery charger is $27. That's the best deal I found on one. It's a 5 amp. Uh, I can get one a little bit cheaper than that, but it's only a 2 amp. I'd rather have a 5 amp. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. But I got all my scrap out there ready to load. She's been sick and still going to work. Uh, get off of there. I'll tell you what, folks. I love these cats. You see this? You better get. That's the only thing they're respecting around here anymore. Usually when they see me pick that up, they get going automatic. I don't even have to squirt them. Now, see that one in the background over there against the wall? That Raven sitting on that little chest. That's Dobber. Dobber is what I call crazy. The one I call crazy. He stays right there 24 hours a day. He only comes down to eat and poop. We don't know what's wrong with him. He used to have seizures, but that ain't happened to him in a long time. But that's Dahmer. You folks on the porch, give me some thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. I only got two right now. And talk to me. But sometimes I wish I did have a laptop. but they don't seem to last long. They don't, and I can kind of halfway work on a desktop, but then we still on message. There's some parts, but that's the plan anyway. You know, I'm gonna try not to go to bed till about 11 o'clock, cause it's waking up. Like I woke up this morning at 3:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. Now I took about a 2 hour nap a while ago, so I'm not exhausted. But Tom, I sure do appreciate them too, my friend. And Betty appreciates that because she likes that iron. She likes that dog food. That's kind of on the high end expense wise, you know. But that used to be back when I was raising Rottweilers. I was feeding iron, and it was good. I like how, how clean they're when they took a poop. It wasn't messy or anything like that. And you have to look at stuff like that when you're raising a lot of dogs. And at one time, I had about 15 or 20 Rottweilers. Well, I had one. I had one Malinois. I had one Malinois. And I had one German Shepherd. And that Malinois I bought from overseas, and I bought it from a French breeder in France. I paid $2,000 for that dog. I kept her about 6 months and had her somewhat trained, and I sold her for $3,000. I might have lost some weight. I'm not really eating that much, but yeah, that Malinois I sold for 3,000. But I didn't make anything really because getting her trained and everything was cost pretty penny. And that German Shepherd that was bought from a place in Germany, and I made some good money on him. And the best dog I ever had that I made a pretty real good money on, his name was Ollie Von Forney, and I didn't pay anything from him. This lady seen my ads and stuff on the internet, and she had this Rottweiler that was kind of aggressive, and she wanted to just give it away to somebody that could do something with it. And all I had to do was drive to Savannah, Georgia, and get him. And we drove to Savannah, Georgia. We met the girl, beautiful Rottweiler, and brought brought him back And I immediately put him in training, and he showed, you wouldn't believe how well he did in that first day of training. And the lady and her husband that was training him for me, she was kicking herself in the butt because they had an opportunity to get him one time and they wouldn't go get him. And I went and got him. When she saw what he was, how well he done and everything, she was really upset. But I made $30,000 on that dog. The dog didn't cost me anything, just a trip up there to get it. I almost kept it. All he wanted for me. Um, I've had some pretty formidable uh, dogs, like one that comes to mind is Arco, Adel, and we was training them in Shitson. And training them to where all my dogs I could take out for a walk on a leash, stop somewhere, lay that leash down, give them command for that dog to sit there right where he's at, be not holding the leash, and tell him to stay, and I could walk off. And he'd sit there till I turned around and called him. All my dogs would do that. Ada was the best. Ada was the best. I had one, well, it was Ada. I had Ada. She was well trained. And this guy wanted a Rottweiler, and he didn't know squat. And I said, are you sure you want to buy one of these dogs? And he said, yeah. He had her about 3 weeks. And I sold her to him. But about 3 weeks later, he brought Ada back to me. He said, here, take this dog. I don't want her. He said, she's dangerous. Well, what he did, he left her alone with his kid. It bit his kid. That was a big no-no, especially one you hadn't had long. Because usually those Rottweilers are family friendly. But gosh, I got level on the porch, 4 thumbs up. But I love those Rottweilers. But I had one dog, Arco. I don't know what his problem was. He was a grown dog when I got him. But I gave him some training and everything. And I could go up. I had kennels. I didn't have like a fence or something. I had regular kennels under a shelter and everything. And I had like 24 different kennels. Each kennel was 4 foot wide and 10 foot deep. And each kennel had a gate. And if I wanted to go up there out to the kennels at night, I could walk out there and they would know me and everything, except for Arco. I could not get in the kennel at night with Arco. I never could figure that out. Now, I had trainers, they couldn't figure it out. But you couldn't get in that kennel with him. It'd eat you up. But he was a good dog otherwise. He was a good dog otherwise. Had a beautiful, beautiful head on him. I kept him till he died. I never, and I also raised puppies, but sometimes some of those Rottweiler females, especially a young female that's never had a litter before, some of those some of those girls would have the puppies and then start eating the puppies. I was like horrified. I couldn't believe that. I walked in there to look at them, and she had one in the mouth, she already chewed in half. I immediately took the rest of them puppies out of there and bottled them. Never could understand that. I bred her again, and the second time, she had no problem whatsoever. She had them, she took care of them. But most of my puppies, they weren't, well, I had certain bloodlines that was expensive. Some of those bloodlines I had, if I had puppies, I'd get about $1,000 for 3-month-old puppies. Most of them, though, only got about $500. Now, pick a litter, that was different too. I always had to pick a litter, and I got pretty good money for those litter picks. But back when Donovan was born, and he got around 2 or 3 years old, and he got where he'd like to get out and walk around and stuff, and I was afraid to have those Rotties around. And I got out of the dog business. I didn't want one of them to get hold of my baby boy. I tell you what, I have a problem with my youngest grandson. That's the most disrespectful grandson I ever had.
This is a treat from Joey.
Where'd that come from?
Joey!
What is it?
I don't know.
Ooh. Oh. Look at this. What is this, fish? Man, you put this up from really. Joey bought me dinner. Fish and macaroni and cheese. How long have I been talking? 34 minutes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Joey's doing good. He's still working 2 jobs. He's working that physical therapy job at the hospital. He's working about 3 or 4 hours a night at Wawa. Got all that talking about. I've been seems like it's never a day that goes by. This nitroglycerin pills, you're let every day I take about one of these. I start getting a chest pain, but the chest pain is over here on the right side, not on the left side. So I don't know if that's bad or good. No, that's a chance I'll take a nitro. But anyhow, folks, I appreciate it so much. Ted, if you're listening, my friend, look as I get my email straightened out, I'm going. I'm going to send you an email. I uh, I just want to talk to you, Ted. Do you? Well, you ain't gonna answer me, but I just wonder if somebody my age do they normally be afraid to take baths? Get in the shower and stuff. And Ted, do you live alone? Do you live alone? I'm not going to be able to get my email straightened out till my daughter's phone gets turned back on. And I appreciate y'all so much. Barbara, you too. Haven't seen Cupcake Girl in a while. Haven't seen Terry Reed in a while. Terry got kind of, she get mad at me. She got mad at my daughter. My daughter's got a foul mouth sometimes, and I told her time and time again, if you get on here on my channel and talk, you want to, but don't cuss. All right, folks, I'll be out long enough. I just want to see if I could get online tonight, and I did. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I'll see you in the next one. You know how I was going to walk earlier today? I was fixing me a bowl of grits, and I was sitting over by the trash can, and I was opening the paper bags of grits. I drew two bags, and I tear the top off and I pour it into the bowl. But this time I tore the top off, poured the grits in the trash can, and put the paper in the bowl. And I did it twice before I realized what I was doing. So I wasted two packs of grits. And I ain't happy about that because I think I ain't got about two, maybe four packs. Anyway, folks, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. See you.